Today I've got the newest snowmobile with the price only about $2,000. And now I want to compare it with this motor dog with approximately the same price. It's time to begin, let's go! Hi guys, as usual it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines. And finally I've managed to get for the review the newest snowmobile, which is called Stealth Captain. It was quite a job, I should say, cause nowadays these sleds are being sold very quickly, and it was hard to find one for a test drive. The point is that it's probably the cheapest snowmobile on the market. It costs only about $2,000. That is why they are so popular. Guys, if you know some other new sleds with a less price, please post it in the comments. To my mind, Captain is the cheapest. Today I want to do some interesting tests, to find out what this sled can do. Moreover, I want to do a comparison with similar kind of winter machine. It's a Motordog BTS. It looks like a snowmobile, but in fact it's a Motordog equipped with front ski. So the price of this machine is almost the same, about 2000. That is why it's interesting for me to compare these two sleds. But first of all, let's stop and look at their main characteristics. Well, Stealth Captain Snowmobile. The weight of the machine is 150 kilos, the length is 2600 mm, the height and the width is about a meter. I think it's a very nice looking sled, very bright and even a bit aggressive. But frankly speaking, if we look behind the plastic cover, we don't see a big engine there. In fact, there is 150 cubic centimeters engine, 9.4 HP. The front suspension has two A-type levers. Its travel is 100 mm. The rear suspension has hydraulic shocks, and its travel is 120 mm. The width of the track is 380 mm, its length is 2 meters 600 mm, and the cleat is 25 mm. By the way, the sled has quite a lot of options for its price. It has both manual and electric starter, there are powerful lights, adjustable dashboard with proper info. Also it has a rear trunk and a seat bag. Moreover, there is a handle and throttle heater, working in two modes. I think a decent set of options for $2,000 sled. Especially I like how the engine works. When you start it, it's even hard to hear if it works or not. It's so quiet. There are three modes of CVT transmission: forward, neutral and reverse, and it shifts very neatly. Today we want to compare this sled with another machine. It's Motordog BTS with front ski attachment. Usually such Motordogs are used with the special sleds, but with such an attachment, the Motordog can be turned into some kind of a snowmobile. The machine weighs about 150 kilos. It's equipped with Chinese engine Lifan 15 HP, and it works together with CVT transmission. Unlike the previous sled, this machine is rather rough. There are almost no any options here. It's severe kind of transport actually. It's equipped with a track 500 mm width. Well, it's high time to begin our practical test. Let's go! We started our ride on a beautiful forest road, but immediately faced quite steep ascent. Let it be our first test. Both vehicles managed to climb this hill moving at high speed. Now let's try it again, but from the spot. Captain gets it over. But the Motordog has some problems here, and I don't know why. I expected it to climb even faster than sled, taking into account the wider track. And finally, let's try this hill again, but in a fresh snow. Good job, Captain. Now let's take an advantage of a plain road and try to accelerate. I should say the steering is definitely better at the snowmobile. As to the speed, it seems almost the same, but let's check it and do some drag racing. As you can see, the both vehicles take off with the same speed, as if they had same engines. And now we can see their maximum speed, thanks to the snowmobile that has a dashboard. Well, 45 km per hour, a decent result. In this way we found out that the speed is the same. Let's move on. Now we are on the rough field, covered with deep snow. Let's try our sleds here. The snowmobile moves here quite rapidly, but due to the hammocks sometimes it's not enough stable. 380mm track is rather narrow, and the sled can hew on rough terrain. But as to the suspension, it works pretty well, and provides here smooth riding. Regarding the motor dog, it also moves here without serious difficulties, but a bit rougher. Generally, in this side both machines show the same results, and we are moving on. Now we have several ditches across our way. We'll see now if our machines can get over them. Again, Captain moves here quite successfully, despite its little engine. But it goes without saying, do not expect insane performance from the less than 10 HP engine. The motor dog also can go here, but it's obviously harder to maneuver on this machine. Actually, it's not a snowmobile, so weight distribution is much worse here. On a snowmobile, a rider sits on the track. On a motor dog, he sits in front of a track. That is why it's tough to handle it. By the way, quite an important thing. When you are riding a motor dog in this way, mind that the chain rotates right near to your leg, and that's rather dangerous. Thanks we damaged only boots, not the rider. Actually, it's necessary to install some additional cover here. And at this place we found the deepest ditch full of snow. Let's try to cross it, and the motor dog goes the first. It moves confidently here, but gets stuck in the last hole. Now we try the snowmobile on the same conditions. And it as well gets stuck there. So we can make a conclusion that both our machines have the similar off-roading capabilities. Maybe slightly different in some points, but in general they are equal. But thanks to the little weight, it's possible to escape from the trap on your own, without any jacks and winches. Now we test the turning radius. Let's try to turn around the tree. As we can see, the motor dog has a huge turning radius. Now the snowmobile. It's clear, it has significantly less turning radius. And another interesting test of towing capabilities of the machines. Here we have the quad with 400 kilos weight. We see the snowmobile towing the quad like a snap, and the motor dog shows the same result. In In general, I like this little cheap snowmobile. For the price about $2000 we have a real sled, with decent maximum speed and off-roading capabilities, comfortable handling and many options in standard version. The Motordog showed worse result today, but we should remember that it might be used in many other variants, not only with front ski. Meantime, it's almost dark outside. We are on our way home, and I expect your feedback. Which of these machines you like more, the snowmobile or Motordog? Please post comments with your opinions. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider subscribing the channel if you like this video. Stay with us, it will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.